Staying consistent with your investment contributions is one of the most important factors in the success of your portfolio's growth. However, consistency is extremely hard to maintain and is one of the main reasons why so many fall short of their investment potential. Luckily, there are now solutions for the average investor to stay consistent with their investment contributions without having to actually think about doing so and transfer money into their investment accounts. Hey everyone, my name is Griffin and welcome back to another episode in the Investing 101 series where we cover a multitude of different personal finance topics, and in today's video, a mobile application called mylo that automatically rounds up the spare change on your purchases and invests that money in an ETF comprised portfolio based on your profile as an investor and the risk tolerance. Now, if you're new to my channel, I'm a big fan of investing in ETFs, regardless of if you're picking and choosing your own ETFs in, say, a self-managed portfolio, or if you're using a service such as mylo or Wealthsimple, which takes your money and invests it for you in an ETF comprised portfolio based on your risk tolerance. I'm a fan of ETFs because they offer you exposure to a wide variety of different industries and asset classes without having to over leverage yourself in one single position. For example, if you were to buy stock in, say, Amazon specifically, your returns are going to be highly dependent on the performance of that one single stock, whereas if you purchase an ETF, your returns are going to be averaged out over the return of every single asset within that one fund. So, all right, how does this relate to the mobile investment platform mylo? In a nutshell, the way mylo works is you create an account and then link your bank account with the application. You can then set investment goals, how much you want the company to pull from your account on each transaction, and a bunch of other features that we'll cover in today's video. Essentially, what makes this application so appealing is really the fact that it takes out all stress and thought process behind investing and puts it on autopilot for you. You set up your account and can pretty much forget about it while it in the back end is investing your spare change and producing you interest on your funds. If you're the type of person who has a hard time staying consistent with contributing to, say, a saving or an investing account, then this type of application is perfect for you. Now that we've covered a high-level overview of what the application has to offer, let's take a deeper dive into some of the actual technicalities and functionalities of the mylo application. The first thing that I always want to know when opening up a new investment account is what actual type of account can I open with this specific brokerage or company in question. mylo offers two different plans, each coming with different account types offered and features. The first plan is simply called mylo at $1 per month and allows you to have access to the base features such as rounding up your change, recurring deposits, roundup multiplier, which is a function where you can multiply the amount they withdraw per transaction by 2 to 10 times, and finally round up to give, where you can set goals to contribute to a charity if you're into that type of thing. The second plan offered is called mylo Advantage at a monthly fee of $3. With this plan, you receive all the features on the standard plan, but also benefit from the following features. You can open a registered account such as a TFSA or an RRSP. You also have access to next day withdrawals and perks and rewards from collaborating with certain companies. Now, I would personally recommend the mylo Advantage plan simply based on the fact that you can open a registered account such as an RRSP or a TFSA account because these account types allow you to have tax sheltering. If you're entirely new to investing, I would recommend going with the mylo Advantage plan and opening up a TFSA account because TFSA accounts allow your money to grow tax-free over time, including all the interest that you incur on your principal capital. If you invest your spare change in the regular mylo account, your money is going to be placed in a cash account where, yes, it will grow over the long term. However, when you want to withdraw those funds, you're going to have to pay capital gains tax on that interest incurred. At $36 per year with the mylo Advantage plan, the money that you would be saving in taxes when investing in a TFSA account would highly counterbalance that $36 per year in account fees. If you want a more in-depth view as to why the TFSA account is so advantageous to Canadian investors, then check out the video right here. Now that we've gone over the account types offered by mylo, let's take a look at how the company manages your financial goals for you. When you create an account and link your bank account to the application, you'll be asked to answer a couple financial questions to set up your risk tolerance in the account and set one or multiple savings goals. For example, you could have 3 different savings goals, one being for a down payment on a home, one being a vacation, and then finally, say, an emergency fund. Once the bank account is linked, mylo rounds up your purchases and puts the same amount of spare change in every financial goal that you've created. If, for example, you buy a coffee for $4.50, mylo will deposit 50 cents in all 3 savings goals. In other words, you'll be putting $1.50 aside on a $4.50 purchase. However, you do have full control over this functionality and can disable or accelerate roundups for specific goals. If you want to focus on one goal specifically, you can pause roundups on other goals. And if you want to reach a goal faster, you can multiply roundups by 2 to 10 times for an individual goal. Now that we understand the basic functionality of how mylo's roundup works, what about if you want to contribute a one-time deposit into one of your goals? Well, it turns out that this is super simple. All you have to do is click on the goal in which you'd like to make a deposit and then hit the orange plus sign and select an amount to add to your goal. It's as simple as that. Let's now talk about what I would consider the most important topic in today's video, and that is how your money is actually being invested in the markets when investing with mylo. Every mylo user is advised by a registered Canadian portfolio manager at Tactex Asset Management, which is a subsidiary of Mylo Financial Technologies Incorporated that currently manages over $130 million in client assets. So how does mylo determine the correct investment strategy that's correct for you as an investor? This is going to come down to the answers that you provide when you're setting up your account for the first time with mylo. However, you can go after the fact and change certain settings within your account based on if you want to change your risk tolerance for a specific goal. The answers to the questions that they ask you are going to give mylo 3 answers as to how they're going to build your portfolio for you, and that is your financial situation, your financial risk, and your financial goals. Using the information provided, your portfolio manager is going to recommend one of the different streams that mylo offers for your different risk level. Currently, mylo will assign you to one of their 5 diversified portfolios comprised of a mix of stocks, bonds, and saving funds suited to your personal goals. As you can see here, there are 5 different portfolios for different risk reward levels. For example, you can have a conservative portfolio which has 100% of your investment in a money market ETF fund. The company then offers a conservative moderate portfolio, a moderate aggressive portfolio, and then an aggressive portfolio which has an 80-20 split between equity ETF funds and fixed income ETF funds. Within these 5 different profiles, there are 7 different ETFs that mylo uses. Each of the 7 ETFs has a specific goal in mind, either being in a fixed income, money market, or equity ETF. For example, when investing in Canadian stocks, mylo uses the ETF VCE. When investing in US stocks, they use the ETF VSP. Now finally, would I recommend mylo as a saving and investment service? Well, that's really going to depend on your financial goals and your personality as an investor. If you're the type of person who recognizes the importance of continuously saving and investing your money, but also recognize that you have a hard time staying consistent with your goals, then I would highly recommend mylo because it's going to put your savings contributions on autopilot for you and you never have to think about it. The application itself is very intuitive and you can watch your financial goals come to life right under your eyes. At $1 or $3 a month based on the plan that you choose to go with, you simply can't go wrong for a balanced ETF portfolio tailored to your specific goals as an investor. I would highly recommend that you download the application for yourself and link your bank account to see if you're able to hit a certain financial savings goal for yourself while getting to know the ins and outs of the application. Downloading the application, setting up your account, and linking your bank account takes less than 5 minutes and you'll be on your way to a financial goal that you set for yourself. If you're interested in trying mylo out for yourself, there's a link down in the description and I'd love to hear more about your experience with the application. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed the content and comment down below your experience with the mylo app or other investment applications. Thanks a lot for watching and I'll see you in the next video.